Robin's got that joy in her heart. Robin's got that joy in.
Jamie, we're live. We started the show with your new song. Tell people. Wait, first let's say hi. Welcome to the show that nobody asked for.
Welcome, you guys. We're back. We're back. I'm so excited to be back with you all. Please say hi to us. Let us know you're here. You know the drill.
I know we're gonna do a little open, and then I want you to come back out of that singing your song. Okay, are you ready?
Wait. It's the show that nobody asked for, the only reason that we shower. If these ovaries could talk is live right now.
Oh, I missed our bad song, Jamie.
I still have to redo that song.
Jamie, a new season. Hi, Andrea. And you still have to redo that song. And maybe
I'm going to redo that song.
We can work in your joy song.
Well, now that I have more time because my kids are both in school, I have time to do that. But I want to tell you about that. Hi, Julie. Okay, so what happened was with the Joy song, I was taking my kids to school. It was just the second day of school, or maybe it was the third day. It was yesterday.
It feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a rough ride. They were both making it pretty difficult. It was 2 buses. It was a lot. And we were walking down the street, and my daughter was like, and I just started.
She was like, what?
I just started singing. Yeah, that's my impression of. She was like in a bad mood. I just started singing a song I made up on the spot called "Joy in My Heart," and it's beautiful because you can sing. It's like, you know, that he's got the whole world in his hands. That kind of song. You can add people to it.
So that's what it sounds like. A little ripoff.
I got that joy in my heart. I got that joy in my heart. I got that joy in my heart. I got that joy. And then you go, Robin's got that joy in her heart. And I just kept singing it. And I was like, Rose has got that joy. Orion's got that joy. And then Orion started singing along. And Rose was like, stop.
By the way, I cannot even believe. Go ahead.
It put me in a good mood. Like it just, and then I was like, now that's going to be in your head for the rest of the day. You're welcome.
I can't even believe I was just able to dance like that because I threw my back out or something. Mm. And I full on smell like a 75-year-old with like, my back is all icy hot. It's just like, I walk by and people are like, what is this, a nursing home?
I'm telling you,
that's happening.
That's what my original music does to people. It
just makes people get back pain. I'm saying, listen, we have just a couple of topics quickly because we've got great guests today, but I have to acknowledge back to school's been hard, Jamie. I mean, we're going to talk about this more next week. We're doing a whole episode on back to school, but I don't know about your school, but my school, the buses they're just not showing up.
We don't have buses. Yeah, I mean, you're like special because you have special school buses. We take the
not coming, just not showing up. And us sitting out front and then my son being like, I think you read it wrong. I was like, I didn't read it wrong. They're not coming. So,
oh God. Yeah. It's tough, man. Getting to school is a whole thing. And now I have 2 and one of them's 3. So that's a whole thing. Thing. It's a lot.
I mean, it is a lot. There's my sister.
Yeah.
All right.
My mom wants me to say hi to everyone for her. She can't be here today because she's on the road. She's like, she was so upset that she was going to miss the live stream. She hasn't missed one yet. But she wanted me to
tell your mom that we record them and she can watch it later?
I did. But that's not the same to her because she wanted to engage with her friends on the live stream and talk to them. So
oh my God, that sounds like my wife. She's in some like mom like message board and she calls them her friends. I'm like, it's anonymous. These people are not your friends. Just to clarify.
I got Jamie, that joy.
Get into our first, what's it called, Jamie?
Hot topic.
Yes. Oh, Donna Lee's back.
Hi, Donna Lee.
Our first hot topic today, we're going to go out of order because my sister is here. And by the way, I got to, Jamie, do some shuck and jive. I got to like share screen. I got to do all kinds of things.
I got that joy in my heart. Everybody wants to sing this song now. You're going to sing it to your kids on the way to school. You just plug their name in.
All right, I got the wrong
she's
thing,
messing
but here we go.
But she's got the joy in her heart. Okay, here it is.
So look at this. The Queer Eye guys are getting a Lego set. And, you know, I was reading the article and what I love about it is
I love the dog.
It's not just like the guys. It's like the loft. Like it's the loft from the first season. Anthony has some like avocado slices. It's like,
oh my God. I have to tell you, I haven't actually watched it yet.
Any of
I
it?
haven't watched it. No, I haven't. But this is brilliant. I know them. I've seen them all, of course. So I know what
Of
they look like.
course.
Of
There's a little like
course.
JVN like styling chair that spins. It's like,
Oh my
but you know,
God.
what I love about this, Jamie, is like, again, a little kid coming from an LGBTQ family, like has that representation. And that's going to
Yes.
be a theme of today's episode, has that representation
Representation,
in their
y'all.
who's now. Like the
It's
level of this.
or even a little a child who is LGBTQ, who is who
Right?
it's in the you know what I mean? Like this
Right.
is important. You can
Yes.
be whatever you want. You can be who you want. You can show up in the world
Where are you
the
going,
way
Jamie?
you were made to show up. Damn it.
What's happening
True
right now?
colors. I see your true
No, who didn't know that Jamie was going to
colors.
do that? All right. All right. Let's go to our second, Jamie.
Oh my God, hot topic. You guys, this is big. This is huge. We talk about this all the time. We talk about on the podcast all the time how insurance companies are really just set up to be, they're discriminatory. The insurance policies are discriminatory against LGBTQ people who are trying to
You got this.
make families. Hi, Rachel Townsend.
Keep your train of thought. You could do this.
I have to say hi to everybody. It's how I do.
You can just
You say
wave.
hi. You say hi. You say hi. I winked. So anyway, so a couple in New York is suing Aetna because of the discriminatory practice of making a couple wait a year trying before they're able to get fertility benefits. That's discriminatory. Why, Robin? Why is it discriminatory against us LGBTQ?
What am I, a lawyer now? What am I?
Now I want you to fill us in here.
I mean, it's crazy that for me, this particular plan that they're talking about, that has it on the books that a straight couple has to have tried for 12 months, but they don't have to have tried within a health facility. They have to just come in and be like, yeah, no, we were having sex for a year. We tried. Whereas an LGBTQ couple has to come in and they have to do like some kind of AIT, some kind of artificial, was it ART, some kind of artificial reproductive technology.
ART, yeah.
Yeah.
Reproductive technology.
And they have to have done that for 12 months before
they have to pay out of pocket. Before,
you want to go or
no. Did you want me to stop interrupting you? Go ahead.
I wanted to finish the sentence.
I'm getting excited. Go ahead.
Okay.
Finish your sentence.
Just like you have to like completely pay out of pocket for 12 months before the insurance would kick in.
So this particular couple paid out of pocket for 12 months and they had IVF in there. They had IUI. I think, or maybe
it was 7 months, but still. Yeah. They did IUI and then IVFs and then and was like $45,000 and they never hit that 12 months. So they didn't get a dime back.
Right. Which is ridiculous. And they said that they called the insurance. They checked in every month trying to say, we've been trying. Can you please put us on the policy now? Can you please give us the insurance? Nope, nada, zilch. And we've been talking about this whole time. This is discriminatory. And I'm so glad that it's finally, there is a case going to the courts about it. Good for them. Because I'd have been afraid to do that.
I have to say, it didn't even occur to me to sue them. I was just like, this stinks. And that's like, sometimes like when I hear that, I'm like, oh God, yes. Why? Like, that's wonderful. So like, hopefully, though the fire engines are very happy we're back, Jamie. So
I have one too.
Hopefully this moves something forward and, and opens this up because it is really unfair. It's
not fair. It's not fair.
It's discriminatory.
Ridiculous.
Unfair is like you took my ball away or like my bedtime's not late enough. That's unfair. Like this is discriminatory.
Okay. It is. And so something's happening. We'll be sure to keep monitoring it and updating you guys. But
I think what we need is we need to get a little we need a Tony the lawyer update on that. So I'll check in with him.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if he could follow the case for us. Look at us trying to recruit him like he's like our in-house lawyer. Helen, get on that. Helen, get Tony. Get Tony on the phone.
She's not gonna.
We both go to Helen on the
Helen. So, and by the way, when we record the podcast and we talk to imaginary Helen, we both go like this, Helen, and it's like we're acting for no one. Like for no one.
It's just for ourselves.
No one's there. It's the two of us.
Because as you all know, Helen is not real. We cannot afford an assistant. I'm going to put it in there as my disclaimer now forever.
But Jamie, there's this thing called the punchline. And then there's you telling people the punchline isn't funny.
That's okay. That's all right. People appreciate it. People appreciate me. Take it easy. All right.
Whoa. All right. But let's have a fight before we bring out our guest.
We don't fight anymore. We have therapy. Better help.
BetterHelp OCT code. Okay.
Okay.
We have two lovely human beings who we met at a Pride and Joy Foundation event. And we were like, we got to get them on the live stream. They wrote a book, but like, let's let them say hello.
Yes, you guys, hi.
Hi. I'm Kendra, Claire-Voe, but you can call me Claire.
Just
we're
call
so excited.
me. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah, I know. Kim's telling us to stop fighting. We're not fighting. We're all in love. So excited to have you guys here because you guys have done some really amazing stuff. You wrote a book, an amazing children's book.
Yes, thank you.
But Jamie, before we talk about the book, they're also
I got ahead of
moms, and like we're going to just like a truncated mini pod, like 5-10 minutes talk about your family, and we would be remiss if we didn't start with an elevator pitch.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We're ready.
All right.
Okay.
Let's hit us.
With the timer? With the timer or no?
The timer. I don't know.
Oh my God, the timer.
Best under pressure. Best under pressure.
Oh my God.
Get your phone out, Jamie. I don't have my phone.
We are off our game.
It's the first one back. We're good.
You're practicing too. You should have your timer.
Everybody, don't forget, say hello, and if you have questions for our guests, just throw them in the comments and we'll get them up there, okay?
And say hello to everybody. Okay. Are you ready? On your mark. Get set. Go.
We are Kendra and Claire-Voe Ocampo. We met at work. We fell in love in Boston. We now live in Jersey. We've been together for a decade, married for 6 years. Together we have walked on the Great Wall of China. We've played over 1,000 hours of video games. We survived a level 5 hurricane in St. Thomas. We got married in a rainforest. We have birthed 3 beautiful girls, and we most recently published an LGBTQ children's picture book. Mighty May Won't Cry today.
Ooh,
Did we make it?
You were like 33.
You did.
33.
Oh.
You did it. But I started it like a second in, so that was amazing. You got it. You even got the Great Wall of China in there, which is the first.
Yeah.
That's a first. Oh wow, that's like one of my dreams. I want to walk that.
You guys were
gorgeous.
I was going to say, you guys were telling us a story about how we met at the Pride and Joy Foundation. Can you tell a story about Jamie?
Yeah, so I was watching. Kendra was actually the one speaking because I don't like public speaking, and Robin was already on the online stage, and you see Jamie like scattering across,
Jamie's
and you
avatar.
have to go on the fake stage in order to speak. So Robin was like, I see her going across.
Go to the left, go to the left, go to the right, go.
Yeah, it was great. It was hilarious.
I couldn't.
That's when we fell in love with you.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to get up onto the stage. It was
like
very
a virtual event. I'm going
difficult.
The world of virtual conferences.
Little right.
Listen, I get lost in my neighborhood still, and so you put me in a virtual world, forget it. I know. I'm lucky I even got to the stage. I did make it eventually. I'd like everybody to know we did do our talk.
It's all right. We stalked the guy at the front, in his son, at the front desk all day. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? And we had issues all day, and she could not hear us. But it ended up working, thankfully.
It was an interesting event. It was fun. It was really
great.
Fun.
So what you left out of your 30-second elevator pitch is you're not wildly tech savvy, or you're tech nervous.
I'm better. Actually, I won a tech award in high school. And I'm very proud of that. I think I still have it. But no, it was just really difficult today. I was trying
cameras would work, but then
for us to be able to talk together, but have the headset. I made it work. It's all
very
good.
difficult. Listen,
we're here.
No, we just had an interview scheduled, and we had to try for an hour to get her audio to work. It didn't work. We had to bag it and reschedule. I mean, it's a. It happens sometimes.
It's
we're in this virtual world. It's a thing.
Yeah. Well, we have to say that Helen was great today helping us get set up.
Yeah,
kudos to Helen. We wish we had a Helen.
She emailed really quickly, answered all of our questions.
She's
Now-
really
I
stepping
don't
up.
know
why she gets a bad
Top
rap.
notch.
You know?
Well, did it take 4 hours? Because she was left for 4 hours, and I suspect she stopped at a bar on the way back.
Oh, that's definitely possible. That's definitely. She burped a little bit, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
Just
Yeah,
saying,
that's,
just saying.
that's Helen for you. But she's really stepping up lately. She's really trying. I can take the burps. It's okay.
Well, let's
Okay,
talk
all right.
about your whole family setup and how you were like, I want to make a book. I want to write a book and have it illustrated. Like, talk to us.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, it really started after we had our first daughter, Xiomara. She was about a year, and we were bringing all these books home, reading through children's books, and we found that because all of the books we were bringing home were all, traditional family types. It was always, the mom and the dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what's going on here? We started creating in the book when we're reading, we would replace the word dad with mom. So it was like mommy and mama.
Like mommy and mama, and clearly it looks.
I've done that
looks
so many
like
times.
that.
And we said, pretty soon she's a smart cookie. We're like, pretty soon the jig is gonna be up. She's gonna know.
She's already at that stage.
Because
we can't
she's
do it.
like reading. Yeah,
She's
she
reading
would
it.
know
Yeah.
that we've been making up the name and hiding all this time. So it was really.
I used to just skip pages when I wanted them to go to bed faster. And I was like, oh, pretty soon this is going to be over.
yeah.
Like, I remember being like, oh, the end.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Oh no, we can't do that.
Or you get to like all the pages in the book, there's nothing about a mommy and daddy, and the last page all of a sudden is about a mommy and a daddy. And I was like, man, we almost made it all the way through without being, focused on the mom and the dad. So I mean, that was really the start to us saying, okay, we need more books with 2 moms, 2 dads, different family types to expose to our children. And
then we started actually reading books. We looked at LGBTQ books, and we were like, okay, now there's a lot of books that are more negative, and it was more about, it's terrible you have 2 mommies, or terrible you have 2 daddies, and how to
deal with the issue.
That kind of issue. And we said, okay, now we need to really create a story that's more, an everyday story.
Positive,
It's not about
positive.
It's not
Yeah.
about
How Heather has 2 moms. It's a positive message, but it starts out because she's upset because she doesn't have a dad. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so basically at that time we said we'll make a book. We said we're going to make a book that tells a story. What are we going to do? And the funny thing is that we said we've never done this before. This isn't our expertise. Is this really something we should even do? And we started having conversations with a lot of our friends, more in the hetero families that we know.
We don't have lesbian or gay friends.
We don't have a lot of gay friends. And they said parents. And they said, oh my gosh, we need this book. We need this book for our kids because I'm terrified that my kid's going to go to the school and see a 2-mom family and be like, where's the daddy? And embarrassed, be really uncomfortable situation.
And they do that all the time anyway.
We've had so many of those. Yep.
So it was a big moment. We said, this wouldn't just be for our kids that are already growing up in a family like ours, but also for a lot of different families that want a more diverse reading material and family structure that they see and can read to their kids. So that was the second kicker that said, if it's not for us, it was for a lot of people.
It was just so surprising that they were actually interested in it.
Yeah.
Actually, majority of the people, we had created a Kickstarter, and majority of people who backed our Kickstarter were heterosexual people.
Who really wanted to support
great.
and really believed in the importance of these types of books.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's so funny. This is connected. We'll get there, Robin. So just it's connected, guys. But the first time one of my daughter's little friends said, why does Rose have 2 moms? My first response was because she's lucky, right? And I was telling my straight friend this because I was like, I don't know how to handle this. It felt weird, and my daughter felt weird, and I said I didn't know what to do. And my straight friend was like, why does it have to be a because she's lucky thing? Why does it have to be a different thing? Why isn't it just because it is? Because she does.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? You're right, my straight friend. You're so right. It's just the answer is because she does, and that's it.
I hear that, but
it's
I
true.
also I like it's lucky because it's counterbalancing all the negative. Generally, you're saying it because somebody, even that little girl in your story, was like, "Why did she have?" Like she came with like a negative.
She was a little sassy.
So
She was a little sassy.
so that to me is why that's relevant. But I understand. I understand both sides.
Yeah, and so, and that's why we need books that celebrate two moms, and then we need books where it's just a part of the facts of
exactly
this person.
Well, exactly.
Can you tell people, like, give people a synopsis of the book? I showed a little bit. While you're doing that, I'm going to go back to this and add a little so people can kind of see the look of the book. It's gorgeous.
It's so great.
Thank you. Our illustrator's amazing.
Yes, our illustrator. Good plug for our illustrator. She's awesome.
Thank you, Erica.
Yeah, thank you, Erica. Yeah, it's actually very relevant because you were talking about back to school, and it's all about May and her first day of school. So it's about how she has a lot of nervousness and feelings, and she goes along her day really trying to not to cry. So it's called, Mighty May won't cry today because she feels she wants to be, strong, making it through this first day when she has a lot of emotions. And then really the moment when you see the moms, so here you see the moms right away in the beginning, sending her off to school. And then she experiences throughout the day these different moments of uncertainty and feelings. And you see her connecting with a lot of her friends, her teachers, and them helping and connecting with her throughout the way. And then really the moment at the end is when she's, she cries. So a big giveaway. Spoiler, when she cries. And yes, go ahead.
I really love this book. I want to say, first of all, my daughter has anxiety, and she holds her feelings in all day at school and then explodes when she gets home. So this book resonates with me on that, in that way. But then also, true story. When we get to the part where the moms are sitting down with her and talking about the times they cry, and then they pull out the wedding picture, and then when you were born, right? Isn't that what happens? I couldn't read it out loud to my kid because I was starting to choke up. Like it's so.
Yeah. We're all crying right now.
It's like weird how these things, you don't even realize how important it is for you to see this and to be able to read to your children until it's happening. You're like, oh God, this is making me really emotional because it's two moms and they love each other,
But it's also like you were going in one direction about like strength and don't be, it's okay. You're going back to school. It's going to be hard. Like just, you got this. But then I love that you made the right turn to it's okay to cry. And that's such a nice trajectory of the book. Like, I think oftentimes those kids' books just have one single message, and you managed to pack two really powerful messages and themes in the book, and at the same time check off like representation. Like that's really not easy to do in a kid's book.
That's nice. I know. High five.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's another award.
Wonderful to hear.
Well, no, actually, it was my wife that did a lot of that, like idea generation and writing.
Great.
The writing. I mean, I think it was about how do you celebrate that and learn from what she learns from her moms, because it shows again that message that she comes home and she's upset, and that's what the moms are there for as parents. It doesn't matter if it's a mom, a dad. It just doesn't matter that it's two moms, but it's important that they show that there's that love and place where they can share their experiences. And like you said about the photos, because they show her these different photos of the wedding, of the moments, and we did want to celebrate their relationship in that way too, as part of the story.
I think people are always like, I should write a kid's book, and it's incredibly difficult because
you guys know also from writing a book, you wrote a book,
but I think in a lot of ways a kid's book is even more difficult because it's like a poem, like you only have a certain number of lines that you get to try to express a lot of different things. So I'm curious how you decided you wanted to talk about the strength and crying versus, like what shows strength. Like, how did you decide that was the topic you wanted to talk about?
Well, we
talked to a lot of different people too.
We talked to some people who had kids like this age in terms of the reading age too, to get ideas for what could be a really good topic for the book. The reason why we focused it in the way we did in terms of her experience was we wanted to make it very relatable for the kid reading. Some of the books that we've read for children's books, and we read a lot of books in this house with these kids, is a little more geared towards the parent, teachable for the parent in terms of this topic. And it was really for the child to feel very relatable about their first day of school, while also showing that diversity. So that was more why we focused on May and what she's going through and her view of how things are experienced throughout the day.
And actually, some of the things that were experienced actually happened in real life. Like one of my friends has a 7th grader now, but was young at that age, and he actually missed his bus stop and got upset and cried, and that was actually Mighty May's moment.
Yes.
When she gets, and we thought that was perfect. We're gonna use that.
Yes.
So
it's that would be really scary as a kid.
Oh yeah. I missed my bus. Well, my bus turned. I took the public bus when I was little, and it turned.
Oh wow!
And I didn't know where I was. I was lost. It's a whole story. It's a whole thing.
I get lost as an adult.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
it's scary.
I want to know how long did it take you guys to write this book?
Oh boy, we were trying to think about this.
Question.
We couldn't even remember.
We had the idea, and then for a year nothing happened because it was like, Claire-Voe got pregnant, and so we had life things, and before our second was born, we said now we're gonna have a second child, and we still don't, we still haven't done this, and we're still saying we're gonna be reading more children's books, and
we're gonna regret it. We said we're gonna regret it if we didn't do this. We're gonna do it.
Yes,
it's one of those things that just eats at you until it gets done.
Yes,
right.
Yes, and we said we need to do this. We'll figure out how to do this, and that's when we started really going through. The writing process was faster. I mean, it was probably maybe 2 months. We had some, copy editor friends also that reviewed and helped us through that process. And the illustrations really take the longest.
Yeah, so that was at least 6 months.
Yeah.
So,
how did you find your illustrator?
She'll say, Claire-Voe, it did not take 6 months. It took a year, definitely.
Maybe it was a year. I don't know.
No, you have the storyboards. You have to find all where the words fit. Then you have to go into sketches, and then she spent 6 months painting.
Yes,
because it's all original watercolor.
When we found her, we looked online. I did a lot of research. We reached out to several people, but we knew we had a specific visual, and we wanted it to be very watercolor, very warm, and really related to what the family looked like, which was a warm, loving family. And so we thought a warm kind of art artistry.
It is really warm. It's very beautiful. It has I'm scrolling a little more here. It has such a positive happy little feeling. The colors choices and the boldness of it.
Yes, we wanted it. Even her hair, we wanted it to be bold and striking.
Was really bold. We've had quite a few readers who say, "Oh my gosh, my daughter has red hair, and she loves this, and she loves seeing a kid with red hair."
Actually, if you the original sketches, I was looking back for the moms, they looked a little bit more frumpy when we first. So the first thing she does character design. And so she did the moms in May, of course, and we were like, "Ooh, is that what she thinks we look like? These frumpy ladies?"
Now I gotta find you two.
I know where are you? But I also love that the teacher is male presenting. I don't know if it's a man, but male presenting. I like that.
There's your first date.
Yes, this is clearly me and Kendra. But I don't have purple hair, but we wanted it to be fun, and they look better.
One.
See, there's the photos. So we were talking about first day of school photos. There's the one where there's the sign, Jamie. There's the sign you have the first little day of school sign.
Oh my God, there it is. You're right. I missed the memo. I missed the whole sign memo.
That is gorgeous. Well, it's just beautiful. You have to tell people where can they get the book and all that jazz.
Yes, so you can get the book. We sell the hardcover copy on Amazon as well as on our website, mightymaybooks.com. And Amazon also has a paperback, but of course the best is to get it straight from us. And we'll sign it too. You know, we'll be a nice
fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
copy there.
Great.
And you'll also get a free bookmark too. So
And
definitely
you're
check that
supporting
out.
the authors. You're supporting the authors versus
love
Jeff Bezos
bookmarks.
and his
Yes.
trips to the moon.
Did you guys self-publish?
We did, yes. And that was so important because, you know, we were like, we don't know how long. We know traditional publishing can take a long time unless you really know someone in the biz. And, you know, it was important for us to just have it out there as soon as possible. And that's what
Good for
why we did it.
you.
Yeah.
And also,
great.
I mean, as much as like I don't like Amazon and the business model, and because I do think they're like raping artists, you know, as much as I don't like that, they have created a space where you can get your thing right to market and it can be out there. It's the same way of like, you know, podcasting. Like anybody with a voice can put it out there at this point. And that's how Jamie and I got started.
It's more that it's a way to get out there, and with the reviews and everything too helps a lot. So
and they're 80% of the market. You kind of have to. It just is.
Here's what everybody should do. Here's what you do. You go to Amazon, you find the book and you write a review, and then you go to their website and you buy the book from them. But you put that review on Amazon first.
That's these are experts over here. The experts
also make those reviews.
And then you review our book too while you're there.
Why not? Just, you know, one after another. It's right there.
Just do all the things. Exactly.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on and sharing the book. It's so wonderful. And it's just like, we're so happy for anyone like who is part of this mission of representation for our families. It's just critical.
Agree.
Really is.
We need more books like this. We really do.
That's it.
Well, thank you for having us.
This was fun.
Jamie, I don't know about you, but what I heard, Jamie, was they're going to write another book. Did you hear that?
I have an idea too. And I don't know how to write a children's book.
Please. We like ideas. We like ideas. Ideas are good. We can start with an idea.
Just
you know what we really need? Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you right now because Helen will drop the message. We really need a book just solely about a kid going to Pride with their family. Like just Pride. Because Pride happens in schools. The schools don't talk about it. I would love to be able to give my kids school. Look, here's a book for kids just about what kids love about Pride.
Yeah, actually, that's great.
Big because actually this summer some of the Pride, when we launched the book last year, all the Pride events were canceled, and then this year we've been able to go to a few of them here in Jersey, and it's been. That's the first time we were able to take our daughters there too, and she was just 4 to really be around other families, and it was wonderful. So nice. So I
the
think
kids
that's
love
a very
it.
good idea.
Like it's my daughter's favorite holiday besides Christmas because she gets presents. But like she'll say Pride is her favorite because it's just so much fun.
It is.
That says a lot. Like it. More important than Halloween. That says a lot.
Well, yeah, she doesn't like getting dressed up.
Just bring some candy and it'll get there quick.
Everyone, give everyone your socials too, so they can follow you on the socials.
Yes, we're at Instagram is at 2 moms who wrote a book. Sorry,
perfect. That's easy. No, that's perfect. It's really easy.
And Facebook was at Mighty May Books.
Love it.
Great.
Love it.
I love it.
Well, you two are delightful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us, guys. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Oh, those two, Jamie.
I really love that book. It's so sweet.
And also by Jamie, because I'm so used to the us just not doing the live stream and also doing the podcast, I almost just shut this whole thing down like that was it. I'm
really glad you didn't do that. I'm really glad you didn't do that because that would have been a weird. That would have been a weird ending. That would have been a weird ending. This was super fun, and I do want to say before we go into rate and review about the back to school thing. I do think it's hilarious that every single parent uses that same chalkboard that they hold up for their kids' first day of school. Like it's the same one.
I don't know this chalkboard you're referring to, but I'll have to look for it.
If I go into my feed, there's like 10 pictures of kids holding the same first day of second grade.
I know that's just become a thing. It's become a thing.
I missed the memo. I missed it. My kids have an awkward looking picture, not looking at the camera. That's what they got.
Oh, one of my kids is just like this in the picture.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm not going to say which one, but
I think
anyway,
we know.
we think we do. So, folks, if you can rate and review our book or the podcast while you're out there on Amazon, picking up Claire
Mighty
and
May
Kendra's
Won't
book,
Cry
Mighty
Today.
May Won't Cry Today. Rate all of these things if you
All
have
of
a
it.
couple of minutes. It really does help us juke the algorithm and like surface our books. It's just unfortunately important.
And while you're at it, you go ahead and you like all of our posts on social media, and you go ahead and you share them. I mean, why not?
I mean, while we're asking, and when you're done with that, swing by my house and make dinner because
Yeah.
I don't feel like
Because
doing
Helen's
it tonight.
not doing it tonight. It's taco night tonight
mean,
for me.
Helen said she was going to cook. She's not. Although I
I
want to say,
wouldn't want Helen to cook for me. It's
I
hot
know.
dogs.
I
That's
just
all you're
have, like,
getting.
ashes in it.
Cold hot dogs.
I just used one of our sponsors. I ordered every plate this morning.
Oh,
I used our little
nice.
OCT 199 code, and I got
Yeah, you
3
did.
family meals for $33, Jamie.
That's exciting. It's a really good value. It really is.
I didn't
And we're
even need to
talking
go
off the
into
cuff
that.
here.
I know.
This wasn't even planned, but it's
I
true. It's a
know.
really great value, and it's pre measured ingredients, and
Every
you just throw it
plate,
in.
everyplate.com.
It's really good.
They didn't even pay us for that. I'm just
They
saying it.
didn't. What are we
All right.
doing wasting our
I know.
advertisements?
I'm sorry. All right, everybody.
We're off our game.
Jimmy, I think our first
What?
one back wasn't horrible. We did it.
I think we did a good job. I don't know. You guys, I hope you enjoyed. We had so much fun. We're going to be back next week.
We are.
And we're going
Next week, talking back to school. And on Monday, we've got a really great podcast with Robin Lowy, who wrote a book called Lesbian Game Changers. She's like a trailblazer, had a baby in the 90s using her brother and her ex-partners.
Yes.
Egg.
Not her brother.
But nobody was doing that in the 90s. Nobody.
No,
so
she's hardcore. She's from San Francisco too. But also her 30-second promo that's coming out on Sunday. She made a pretty stellar video. I'm not gonna lie.
She's in marketing. It's
one of my favorites. It's really good. It's really good. So look out for that.
All right. God. Okay. On that note, I got to go put some more icy hot on my shoulders because I can't turn left, Jamie.
Okay.
Eggs, for God's sakes.
Ovaries.
Out.